Enzo to Chelsea for a Premier League record fee. And also Arsenal submit a new bid for Mudryk. Could the deal be on the cards finally? We've got all your news right here on DR Sports. And now let's get into it with Enzo Fernandez. That is 120 million euros that Chelsea are due to fork out for the midfielder from Benfica. They are due to finalise this deal and do it in instalments. And that kind of allows them to structure their payments. And it means that they won't be breaching financial fair play. It means they can also go and spend other money in the transfer window. And of course, we know the Argentinian World Cup winner. He's 21 years old. He had an unbelievable tournament. But is he really worth the price tag? I kind of want to know your guys' thoughts about it. Get in the comments and let us know. We know he had a great tournament. We know he's a young, exciting talent. But 120 million euros to be spent on him. Is this what Chelsea need to kind of be lifting them up the table from 8th? Is this what they need to get the ball rolling and get Potterball going again? Because as a Tottenham fan, if I was looking and we were spending 120 million euros on a player, which I do know that we wouldn't be, but if we were, would I not want to be signing someone who had Premier League proven talent, or someone that I thought, yeah, this is the person that's going to come in and change the season? We don't know how he's going to adapt to the Premier League. We don't know how much time that is going to take. But in terms of recruitment, is this a Graham Potter signing? Or is this a Todd Boehly signing? Because when I look at it, I see the Graham Potter aspect. He is 21 years old. He's a young, talented midfield player. But when I look from the Todd Boehly aspect, I see a player that he's signing for a very big amount of money, a high fee, back on the back of a World Cup. Is that really what Chelsea needs to be doing? We've seen their transfers in the summer. It's a little bit of a mismatch, bringing in Aubameyang, Sterling, lots of these players that just aren't kind of working and fitting the mould. And that's not to say that Enzo Fernandez is going to be like that. But I just think if I was a Chelsea fan, I would be wanting someone with a more proven background with the position they're in the table at the moment. We do know that Chelsea have needed to bolster their midfield. The likes of Jorginho and Kante are coming to the end of their contracts. And it is an ageing midfield. So I do understand the young, exciting aspect of that. And he could be exactly what Chelsea need. But I need to know from you guys, Chelsea fans as well, what do you think Chelsea should be doing in this window to make sure that you don't finish outside of the top 10, or at least outside of the top 4? And another player that is on Chelsea's radar is 21-year-old French international Benoit Badiashile. And that's a centre-back from Monaco. He's going to be coming in for around 35 million euros. And another centre-back, like Chelsea really need to be signing another centre-back. Of course, we know they've got Thiago. He is ageing. They signed Fofana and Koulibaly in the summer. Fofana has been out injured. And maybe Koulibaly has been a little bit disappointing this season. But to bring in another centre-back, I think that is that really the area you guys should be looking at? I want you guys to tell me in the comments if you think that Chelsea should be looking at centre-backs or focusing on that midfield, or just kind of bringing in someone that is going to get the job done and try and get this Potterball going. Because at the moment it seems to be a little bit stuttering and it hasn't kind of worked out. And also, do you think it was wrong to get rid of Thomas Tuchel? Do you think Thomas Tuchel will be doing a better job if he was still in? But moving on to Mudryk, Arsenal have improved their bid to sign him. Fabrizio Romano also commented, saying a second proposal for Mudryk is close to 50 million euros for a fixed fee plus add-ons. Shakhtar are expected to make a decision and the club are in direct contract. Personal terms have never been an issue. Arsenal is players' priority. However, Chelsea will act if if the deal collapses. So we do know that Chelsea are lurking. But as we noted, Mudryk has been very happy to agree that 5-year deal with Arsenal. It's just whether or not the clubs can come to some kind of agreement on the transfer fee. He's a forward attacking style player who can play on the wing. But again, he's unproven in the Premier League. Now, Arsenal fans, he might be one that is going to be fantastic in the future. He might absolutely thrive. But with kind of the signings you've already got in the likes of Martinelli, Saka, those type of players, do you really need another winger? Do you need an unproven young winger to come in? Is this what you would be looking for in this transfer window to make sure that your title charge stays and that pushes you over the line? Would you not rather be looking for someone else who's a proven Premier League player? What areas do you think you guys need? Let me know in the comments, because I still think if you have a great transfer window, you will most definitely take home the Premier League title. But is Mudryk the player that you will need? And is that the player that is going to do that for you? Let us know what you think. And then moving on to Liverpool. Now, they suffered a 3-1 loss at Brentford on Monday night. And this is not the same Liverpool team we have seen year in, year out, as we know. Jamie Carragher noted that Liverpool have not signed a midfielder aside from Thiago in a very long time, and they have never addressed the problems in midfield properly. They are stale, they are ageing, they are a little bit older, and maybe some of the younger talent, perhaps in Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, just aren't doing the job that maybe Liverpool fans need them to be doing and the team needs them to be doing. They are, of course, monitoring Jude Bellingham. They've made absolutely no secret of that. But if Liverpool do not finish in those Champions League spots, is Jude Bellingham going to want to leave Dortmund and pick Liverpool? Is he going to want to go to a club that's got no Champions League football when he has the choice of going absolutely anywhere in Europe? I mean, I know I would take him at Tottenham, not that he would want to come. But he could go anywhere. So that's another issue. Should they really have been focusing on Enzo Fernandez, who's currently going to Chelsea? I know it's a high fee. They probably didn't want to pay that. But maybe that would have been a better investment long term. 21 years old, he's going to be there for at least 5 years of a minimum. That probably would have been a better way to invest the money rather than signing Cody Gakpo. But again, if you can get Cody Gakpo, on £37 million, then I guess why not? So yeah, Liverpool fans, let me know what you think needs to happen at Liverpool, because at the moment you're not looking like you would be getting in the top 4 either. Having a little look at Tottenham, they were tracking Pedro Porro. It did look like a deal was going to be done. However, it currently looks like the deal will be off. They wanted to pay, I think, 35 million for Pedro Porro, and Sporting Lisbon think 40 million. And of course, Daniel Levy will not go over the budget. So at the moment, there's nothing going on there. In terms of Newcastle, they're in the race for a very talented right back, even for Sneijder from Borussia Dortmund. That could be a replacement for Kieran Trippier or have strength in depth. And what do Newcastle fans, what do you think you need? I mean, you're currently sitting third in the table. If you beat Arsenal tonight, you can go second. What do you need to make sure you cement your place in the top 4? You could also be challenging for the title. Who knows at this point? So what do you guys need? You don't need to break the budget. You've got a fantastic team there, and Eddie Howe's management and coaching has been incredible since he's come in. And I think you've taken 72 points in 2022. So new year, new start. Let's see what you can do and who can you bring in to strengthen that squad. And moving on to United, João Felix, that deal is still kind of hanging around. Premier League clubs are in direct talks with his agent still, George Mendes. Chelsea are very focused on the Enzo deal at the moment. Manchester United and Arsenal both talking to Mendes. Is this a player, United fans, that you want to see brought into the club? Is this who you think is going to excel the team and push you further up the table? I know at the moment you could go third, I believe, tonight with a win at home to Bournemouth. Is this the type of player that's going to make a difference? Or should you be looking at an out-and-out striker? Maybe someone like Harry Kane. At the end of the season, he'll only have 1 year left on his contract at Tottenham. Do you want to hold out and maybe go and get someone like him next season if you get in the Champions League? Let me know what you guys think, United fans. I want to know who you think you guys should be looking at in this window and signing. And give us your thoughts and feedback on everyone we've discussed. Is Mudryk the best signing for Arsenal? What do Liverpool need to be doing? Newcastle, how do they improve the squad that they've already got to make sure they don't falter? And Chelsea, are you happy with the people that you were looking to bring in? Do you think they're worth the money? Let us know what you think and keep it locked in here on DR for all your transfer news and gossip. And don't forget to like and subscribe.